Yeshiva, Rosh Yeshiva, Manal, Rabbeim, teachers, family, friends, and fellow graduates. When I was 2 years old, I was diagnosed with a severe muscle disorder. My parents were told that by the time I reached my early teens, I would no longer be able to stand or walk. Besides the fact that my parents were extremely distraught of my diagnosis, they were terribly worried how they would possibly find a yeshiva to accommodate my needs. A yeshiva that would be able to provide me with nurturing love and care, complete with a thorough learning background. There was no such yeshiva anywhere. Where we lived at the time in Brooklyn, there was not one yeshiva that was wheelchair accessible in a mainstream environment. After some time, we heard there was a yeshiva in Far Rockaway. We had never even heard of a place called Far Rockaway. For years, I would travel back and forth from Brooklyn. Who would have thought that Baruch Hashem, 10 years later, we would actually call it our home too. Darkes, moros, rabbeim, teachers, therapists, and even the secretaries were there for me every step of the way, guiding me. They were there for me when I struggled. They were there for the little boy that needed courage and understanding. They were there for me while I was trying to cope with my challenges. They were there for me to support me through my ups and downs. Darkei Torah was there to help me find my strengths. This is a place that finds the strength, no matter how well hidden, in every Talmud, to find the right tools and to focus on them, so that every boy can succeed and flourish. From the moment I set foot into Darkei, I felt the warmth and acceptance that kept me going through my 14 years here in this yeshiva, from preschool through high school. I can tell you from my personal experience here that this is the place that gave me my confidence to grow. Yeshiva Darkei Torah never expected anything less of me than any of its other Talmidim. Yeshiva Darkei Torah never gave up on me and continued to instill in me the love for learning. I can say upon my graduation today that because of Darkei, I have the solid foundation that I need to continue, and if I set my mind to it, I can reach whatever goals I will have from here on. You already know the account in the Medrash that tells how Moshe, one of the most prominent figures in Chumash Bamidbar, injured himself as a small child when he put a burning coal in his mouth. Of all people, Moshe Rabbeinu was the one that suffered a speech impediment. Wasn't he the one that was supposed to give the most memorable speeches to enable the free Bnei Yisrael? Wasn't he the one that was supposed to tell Paro to let his people go? I think perhaps it was to teach us that Hashem wanted Moshe to speak despite his speech impediment. He wants to teach us that we have to do our best despite our obstacles, even if it's difficult. He wanted to show us that Moshe's physical limitations and challenges didn't matter. From the Torah, we can learn how to behave in day-to-day life. Moshe Rabbeinu was our role model. He was our leader. Despite his speech impediment, Hashem still chose him as a messenger to bring redemption to his people. God specifically chose him, even though that he wasn't perfect. It is our will and the people that believe in us that really matter. It is our inner strength that Hashem knows we possess that will keep us going. Many people here deserve my thanks and appreciation, but first and foremost, I'd like to thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu for reaching this important milestone, my graduation. I'd like to thank Rabbi Strickman for responding to my mischief in elementary school with love, patience, and understanding. Rabbi Frank, who always knew I could learn if I really put my mind to it. He never gave up on me, and when I requested to learn more, he literally responded by dancing up and down the hallways with joy. There are so many more people here that deserve my thanks, that deserve my hakaras hatov. The list is so long. It would take too long to mention everyone. But you know who you are, and I want you to know that I appreciate everything that each and every one of you did for me. And of course, Rabbi Bender. Rabbi Bender, thanks to you, any student can say that they have benefited from being a student here. It is your I can-do attitude towards your Bachram that makes Yeshiva Darkei Torah the loving and nurturing place that it is. My family has formed a close relationship with Rabbi Bender over the years. Rabbi Bender is a pillar of our community, and I'm always in awe of how, despite his hectic schedule, he always finds time for a student, to attend a wedding, to visit someone in a hospital, or just to say a kind word. Rabbi Bender always instills the finest midos in his Talmidim. There's a story I'd like to share with you. As many of you already know, I have a dog. Yes, a dog. And by the way, thank you, Rabbi Bender, for convincing my parents to get it for me. When my dog turned a year old, I wanted to celebrate his first birthday. My little sister Sahaba put up a sign on our front door saying, "Happy birthday, Cody." And she even baked bone-shaped cookies in honor of his birthday. We even got party hats. It was on Shabbos, and right after Kiddush, there was a knock at the door. We wondered who it was. Our delight, it was Rabbi Bender. He passed by our house on his way home and happened to see the sign on the door, and decided he will stop by and celebrate Cody's birthday with us. This story tells you about the kind of a person Rabbi Bender is. If a dog makes me happy, so be it. I'm sure he was already late to his Shabbos Suda at his own house, but he wanted to show me that if it meant that much to me to celebrate my dog's birthday, then it meant that much to him as well. That's one of the ways of how Rabbi Bender showed me his love. That love has molded me into who I am today. Rabbi Bender and Darfei will always have a special place in my heart. Last but not least, I want to thank my mother and father for their unwavering love. They have been there for me through thick and thin. I could not have come this far without them. To my grandparents, my sisters, Sarah and Sahaba, my brother-in-law Avi, Yitz and Sholi, and Uncle Maish, I hope I have made you proud and that I continue to bring you much happiness. Finally, I'd like to wish all the graduates, my friends, a heartfelt mazel tov, and may we all be matzliach in all our endeavors. Shana Haba, Yerushalayim.
Whoa.